Hey guys, it's been a little while. I'm a little sick right now, but I figured now is as good a time to catch up as any, considering I start orientation tomorrow. So somebody asked me if I could do match day a little bit more in detail, so I'm just going to start there and go on from what I've been doing the last couple of months. So match week, essentially, we got an email on Monday that just said, "Did I match? Yes or no?" And then the Friday of that week was match day. We got there probably around like 8:30, and they were having free drinks in the quad, so I met up with my classmates and partook of some of that. And then at 9 o'clock sharp, that's when they hand out all the envelopes that say where it was going to be. So I told everybody I was going to do this from the very beginning. I grab that envelope and I run around the other side of a building and open it, on my own, just so that I had time to deal with it, if it hadn't been good news or, what have you. As it turns out, I got my first choice, so that was pretty awesome. And then my boyfriend also came with me, and he opened his letter, and he got his second choice, and I think he was a little disappointed. So that was the other reason we had to go somewhere else, was just because, you had to deal with it. Um, After that, they have a champagne toast for everybody, so everybody gets together, and we have our glasses still, our little champagne flutes, and say like what date that was specifically, and then we're pretty much at loose ends. I walked around and found out everybody I'm going to be working with, and so the day started out really good, and it just got better because I got one of the 7 categorical surgical spots at my home institution, and as it turns out, uh, there are 5 other people that are staying with me. So and they're people I really like by and large, so the day just got so much better. And then all the other people in different specialties that are also staying, as it turns out, about a third of our class decided to stay. So, and I love my class. So the day just got so much better after that. And we went and hung out at a pool for a while, and then we went out to some bars after that. And it was just a really, really awesome day. My friend ended up getting in pretty significant fender bender after that, so that was like pretty much the only damper on the day. It wasn't her fault, and the guy wasn't a jerk about it, so she got her car fixed and everything on his insurance for free, essentially. So yeah, so it was really good. And after that, I had one more week of the cardiology rotation, and that was like the longest week ever. I was so checked out just because I already had everything, and I had this Italy trip planned. So yeah, I studied. It started out as a study abroad in Italy when I was right in the middle of my college, and the way things worked out, I ended up staying another like 6 to 9 months or so, and I had friends there and roommates, and parlo italiano, which I never get to do here. I speak Italian. I went back there and I saw some of my old friends. I made some new friends. I spent a lot of time in Sicily. I love Sicily. So it was a really good trip. And then after that, I came back here and I moved into my boyfriend's apartment. So you can see back there, it's different background than where I've ever been before because now we live here. And I had to give my cat away, which was pretty sad. I was pretty torn up about that for a long time, like a week. Um, I'm actually pet sitting for her this week though, so I'm about to go see her, which is nice. Yeah, so it's really really difficult to move into somebody else's apartment. So it took us like a full 2 weeks to do that. And everything's pretty much set up right now. Like I don't know, whoops. If you see that awful, awful couch back there, we need to replace that. And I want to like do some curtains and that sort of thing, but it's pretty much ready to go. Let's see. After that, we left on this road trip for 3 weeks. We went through, most of the central United States out to Minnesota, where our friend was getting married, and then a little bit of Canada as well. I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to give away where I am. It's hard. And then we came back and we just like hung out for another couple of weeks, and then I went back home for about a week. I had to deliver some furniture back to my mom. And that was really good. I saw some people I hadn't seen in a really long time. And caught up with my parents and my grandparents and everything. I bought a new computer, so this is my first post on the new computer, and then I'm about to get a new car as well. It's funny, you put off all these things for so long while you're not making any money, and now even though I'm not going to be making all that much, it's just time. Um, so yeah, it's been a really good vacation. And I feel like I got back in touch with a lot of things that I kind of lost over the last 4 years or so. My like, like when I went to Italy, I broke out my old backpack from when I was in my early 20s that I traveled with, which was a horrible idea. Like, I'm so much older than I was then, and it hurts to travel like that. Like, the thing is heavy, and when I get somewhere, like, I need a day to kind of recover, so I can't move as fast as I did before, and it was a really great trip, though. It was just kind of funny. Like, I had this idea in my head of how it was going to be, and like I just could not meet expectations. But yeah, it's been a really really good break, and I'm meeting the last new intern that I haven't met of our categorical class today this afternoon. I have to go get a TB test. I have to get my vaccination records and just all this BS paperwork that needs to be done before we can start. Then we have orientation tomorrow, which is kind of stupid because I already know where everything is. It's okay, but I gotta go. 7:15 tomorrow. And yeah, it was the last not quite summer. It was the last free spring of my life. So I feel like I spent it well. And yeah, I guess when I have my schedule, they're not giving it to us until orientation. So when I have my schedule, I'll do updates on what that's about and everything. And until then, I hope everybody is well, and forgive me my disgusting voice. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.